Last month, we were able to post over 435 videos to TikTok with 8 creators. How did we do it? And why did we do it? The answer might come as a surprise. In fact, I've developed an entire program to outline how to make this happen for your business. It's called the TikTok Creator Program, and I'm quite proud of it. Let me give you a preview of what we're going to talk about. I believe that TikTok is an authenticity platform. YouTube is all about quality, keeping the viewer retained and watching. And while that's still true on TikTok, it's not as true as authenticity. When people go to TikTok, they want to discover things. They want to feel like they got the inside scoop, like their friend was like, yo, hey, I found this cool thing, check it out. That's what TikTok is all about. And that's why authenticity is so highly rewarded on that platform. If you're the face of the account that TikTok regularly sees, and you're able to increase the amount of time that people are watching your videos, your TikTok account is going to be shown to everybody. So the question is how do we post a lot of videos? How do we get volume? And how do we have the highest likelihood of success? Success in this case is having a video go viral. That's where the TikTok Creator Program comes into play. What I've been able to do is take a look at what some of the killers in the space are doing, take my understanding and expertise of content creation, and mash them together in a way that serves our e-com brand. But it doesn't just serve us, it also serves the customer, and it also serves our creators. So we've created a system that does all three of those things, and it is fantastic. Now, I will say this, I've only been doing this for about 75 days now. We created the program, put together a vision, and then we just started. So that way we could get reps in and test and work on things. So what I'm gonna teach you is fresh, it's new, it's still being tested, but you're gonna get to hear about it before anybody else. And you're gonna get to hear about it from the person who created it. Let me tell you more about this. Let's talk about quality versus volume really quick. On TikTok, volume wins. Why? You could spend 6 hours editing a video and I could spend 6 minutes. When those videos are shown to customers, some of them will like my video more than the edited one. Some of them will gravitate towards this. That's because it can come off as more authentic. Not always, but sometimes. And because quality is subjective, because you might like something that I don't like. I might think my video is a banger, but when you see it, you're like, meh, and you swipe past it. Therefore, quality is subjective. The metric we're looking for is views. We're looking for repetition. We're looking for number of videos. Because every time we post a video, it's an at-bat. It's a chance you get to roll the dice. And that's what we're trying to capitalize on with the TikTok Creator Program. Volume. Posting 30, 60, 90 videos a month per account, per brand. It's a staggering number and it can get really big really fast. So let's break that down and talk about what it actually looks like. The point of the TikTok Creator Program is to move customer acquisition costs from the front end to the back end. Instead of paying Facebook ads to show your video or your advertisement to people, we ask creators to show stuff to people and then pay them on the back end after they've made a certain number of videos or after they've received a commission from a sale. So we don't pay up front for video views. We don't pay up front for eyeballs. We pay on the back end when something has been purchased or when videos have been created. It's a very different way of looking at how to spend advertising dollars. So we've laid the groundwork. We know that we want volume on TikTok. We know that posting lots of videos gives us more chances to roll the dice. We know that every time we roll the dice, we have the chance to go viral based on the authenticity and the watch time and the overall sentiment of the video. Okay, I get it. But how? Who in their right mind will make 30, 60, 90 videos a month for a brand? Not influencers. No way. I play that game. I charge brands egregious amounts of money, 5 figures or more for single videos. There's no possible way that we can get it done with influencers. They're just too expensive. Plus, the real value of influencers is using their face. They are branding as an asset for your video to then leverage on paid media and other places. It's getting the rights to content. That's not what we're after here. We don't want people to post on their feed. We want the assets. We want the videos. We want the content. So how do we get it? We know it's not influencers. Okay. We know it's not UGC creators, although some of you might be thinking that. But why? UGC creators are kind of expensive. Yes, they're good, but they're not gonna wanna post on their feed 30 times. They're not gonna wanna muddy up their profile just for our brand. And regularly, no, they're not gonna wanna do that. We know that we can't afford to pay per video because they're just too expensive. UGC creators, not gonna work. Especially if it's somebody who doesn't know our brand and our product. To get them to make that many videos, it's really tough. I've tried, trust me. So we know it's not influencers. We know it's not UGC creators. We know it's not agencies. That's pretty obvious. Agencies charge just as much as UGC creators. Well, what about ourselves? Can we do it? No, we can't. I can't go make 100 videos and post them all on one account. I can't. It's too many videos a day. After about 5 videos a day, you get diminishing returns on the number of videos you can post and the reach that they have. Okay, so we can't post them all on our account. Well, maybe we could create 10 different emails and 10 different TikToks and post a bunch of videos on every single account every day. Could we do that? Maybe, but there's a couple issues there. The first issue is that you're gonna get burnt out. That's a lot of videos. Second, the IP address is the same on all accounts. TikTok will take that shit down right away. No chance. Not gonna work. So it's not influencers, it's not UGC creators, it's not agencies, and it's not us. Who the hell is posting these videos? This is where the nuance of this program comes into play. It's people. People who have the ability to create content, which is just about everybody if you have a phone and you scroll TikTok and you're a customer. So what do I mean by that? Customers or people who have the ability to shoot video content for your brand. People who have not made money as a creator before. People who have not made UGC for other brands. People who have not gone viral. People who are not influencers. Regular people who have the ability to create. Let me give you an example. When you're scrolling through your TikTok feed and you see a random video that has barely any views, go to that profile and look at what they have going on. You'll probably see 100 or so videos and they all have less than 100 views. That's who I'm talking about. The person who creates content to create content. The person who likes filming videos just doesn't really know what they're doing or have the opportunity yet. We're looking for this sweet spot of person who is in your niche as a customer, has the ability to create, but is not yet a creator. They're actually easier to find than you might think. So let's say I found 5 of these people, right? I went on a TikTok, I look at who's following me, and I start scrolling through profiles, looking for somebody who's created videos, has a nice voice, clearly understands maybe a little bit about lighting or editing, but they have no real traction. They've clearly never monetized this way. They probably don't have a full-time career. They have the time and they have the basic ability, a foundation. Let's say we find 5 of these people. We're gonna reach out to them. We're gonna get them excited by sending them free stuff. We're not gonna do anything else. We're not gonna talk to them about the program. We're not going to prep them for it. We're just gonna send them a DM and say, hey, I've got this really cool product. I really enjoy watching your TikTok videos. I think you're quite talented and I would love to get this in your hand. If you'd be okay with it, all I need is an address and an email. I'm not looking for anything in return. People like that never get free stuff. So you're not only are you building goodwill, but you're building reciprocity. You're bonusing somebody simply for following you. And that's kind of special. 99% of the time, they're gonna say yes and accept the product. This is what separates brands that do it right versus brands that don't. Brands that don't do it right will ask for something right away. They'll say, hey, I'd love to send you this for free if you wouldn't mind creating a video. I'd love to send you this for free if you'd consider our TikTok creator program. I'd love to send you this for free if, ask. Stop it with the asks. Just give. And by only giving, you will find the people who want to reciprocate from here, from the heart. And that's who we're looking for. We're looking for people who want to reciprocate from here. I'll probably have to send out 100 bottles of product to get 25 people, but they will be high quality people who have the right character traits. The relationship will have been built the right way. So what happens next? You send them the free product, then you pay attention. You see if they post. You look at what they're doing. If they haven't done anything over the next 3 weeks, shoot them a message. Hey, did the product arrive okay? I want to make sure we got it in your hands. Easy, just follow up. If you really want to push the envelope, you can ask them for a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, I really hope the product arrived. Just wanted to make sure it got there safely. Would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Would love your feedback. It would mean the world to me. Your opinion matters. People love giving their opinions. It's okay to ask for opinions. It's not okay to ask for a story post, but it's okay to ask for opinions. This will either get them to post about it, give you some excellent feedback, and then open up the doors for communication. Once that communication there has been started, you can build on it. You can talk to them about what you got going on, talk to them about what they have going on. There will be a revolving door of communication there. And that's what we want. We want this to naturally happen. We don't want to force it. Otherwise, you waste a bunch of time working with people who are just going to fall off anyway, and it creates a false sense of security, wastes your time, creates redundant administrative work, and doesn't get you the people that you really need. This is what I found to be the best way to reach out to people and get them excited about what you're doing. It's to open that door of communication and talk to them like humans. Now, this is not easy. It is tedious. I would recommend partnering up with a VA or someone else to help you with this because it is not easy, but it is worth it. Okay, let's say you have 5 people that are interested in the TikTok creator program. What do you do next? How do you get them started? How do you onboard them? What do you tell them to do? How do you get the videos posted? What happens next? It's a great question. What happens next is actually a little simpler than we might think. The first thing that we need to have them do is sign a contract, which I have a copy of and I'd be happy to share with you. The next thing that we're gonna do is have them create a separate Gmail account, brand new Gmail. In this case, my product is called Maker's Magic. So I would ask them to create Ashley's Maker's Magic. Ashley Ashley's Creations with Maker's Magic. Maker's Magic by Ashley, right, at gmail.com. She'll then use that email to create a brand new TikTok account. That TikTok account will be called Ashley's Maker's Magic, or Maker's Magic by Ashley, or Ashley Does Stuff with Maker's Magic. You see what I'm getting at here? She's creating a brand new separate TikTok channel just for you. She's then going to share the email credentials with you as well as the TikTok credentials. That way you have access to the channel because the channel is going to be your channel. We are going to own the rights to all of the content as well as the TikTok and the email. This is all laid out in the contract I mentioned before. This is something you must be upfront with the creator. They need to know. None of them will care because understanding the rights to all this stuff, it's not a big deal. Everybody is happy to be doing this because we're working with people who can create, not influencers. Very different type of people. They will then be given a bunch of free product. Send them the farm. Give them everything. Let them shop in your store and give them a 100% off coupon. Give them everything that they need to be successful. They will then be tasked with filming a video and posting one every single day. Yep, you heard that right. Make and post a video every single day. Oh, that sounds kind of like a lot, Evan. No, it's not, because you're going to supply them with a bunch of ideas, right? Here's 100 different content ideas for you, and you can use our endless idea matrix to come up with those ideas if you want. But it really can be this simple. Do an unboxing. Give your opinions on the label. Do a smell test. Do a cleanup test. See how it works on different materials. Test it on metal. Test it on wood. Test it on stone. Test it on this project. Do this with it. See how it reacts to sunlight. Apply 100 layers on something. Try this project. Give it to somebody. Do a double-blind test. You know, there's a million different content ideas that you can come up with, and we want to give them the ammo that they need to execute. What we're really trying to do is make it easy for them to create mass amounts of videos. And we do that by inspiring them, supporting them, and continuing to be in their corner and cheering them on. That's what I found works best, at least. So let's say you've gotten to that part, you have the ideas put together, you have these 5 creators, and they're all doing a video a day. What happens next? Well, when you have this many videos going out on social media, specifically TikTok, you are getting a lot of at-bats. You're getting a lot of dice rolls. Eventually, you'll hit double 6, and that video will get more than 50,000 views. I know this because I've tested this many, many times. I'm so confident about this. If you just have the right person creating volume, you will have videos that go viral. You will have videos that hit more than 1 million views. And guess what? Those videos now become your paid ads. It's now proven content. It's content that has captured attention at least at one point. If it works on TikTok, it's probably going to work for Facebook ads. If it works on TikTok, it will work for Reels. That's the beautiful thing about it. TikTok is our proving ground for high quality content. And we do that by just dice rolling over and over again using people who have the ability to create. It's a beautiful thing. So when I have a video that gets more than 50,000 views, I share it with all the creators so they can stitch it and duet it. I then take that piece of content and I give it to our paid media team so they can leverage it for paid media. And then we extrapolate and push that content out everywhere. But here's the best part about videos that get lots of views on TikTok. There is a feature on TikTok called reply to comment with video. It is one of the most powerful things, and I'm really glad we get a chance to touch on it. When a video gets more than 1 million views, more than 50,000, more than 100,000, whatever your metric is for success, you instruct the creator to reply to comments with video. So this video will probably have hundreds of comments. This creator is now going into the comments and making videos and replying to each one. They'll have the little comment bubble up here and they'll just be talking about the product. This is their opportunity to sell. This is their opportunity to tell the customer where to buy the product. This is their opportunity to sell them hard on the product. They'll see comments like, where do you buy this stuff? Where can I find it? How does it work? What is this called? Layups. Those are layups. And they oftentimes get a ton of views and exposure. Why? Because the reply to comment feature retargets all of the original viewers of the video. So if there were 1 million people that saw this viral video and the creator goes in to reply to a comment and they post it, that video will be shown to the original viewers of that video. I know, it's crazy. It's a slept-on retargeting feature and method within TikTok that people don't really know how to leverage quite yet at scale, but this is how it's done. Reply to comments with videos. Not only will it give the creator 30 to 60 to 100 plus video ideas, but it will allow them the opportunity to sell. So how do you sell, you might ask? What do we do? I'm really glad you asked. We set up an affiliate program in Shopify called Social Snowball, which gives the creator a unique coupon code and a discount to give to the customer. We don't run any other discounts on our store except for our creators. Going through our creators is the only way to get a percentage off your order. We do it this way because we want them to feel special and we don't want them to think that we're competing with them. So in the TikTok profile, we'll say scorchmarker.com/makersmagic. Use code Ashley1055 for 10% off. Done. Now, before you have 1,000 followers on TikTok, this profile link will not be clickable. They'll have to type it in, but that's okay. These accounts tend to get to 1,000 followers within 30 days, so it's really not an issue. That's how we monetize. That's how we sell. This creators to making videos, yeah, it's called Maker's Magic. You can buy it on Amazon, or if you want 10% off, you can go to scorchmarker.com and use my code Ashley1055. I'm on my 4th bottle of this stuff. I love it. Boom, video, it's done. Just do that over and over again. Our goal is to get to a video that has a significant amount of views so we can reply to comments and make more videos to get more views, to reply more comments, and start the positive flywheel of retargeting and virality. I've done it. It works. It's powerful. In fact, last month, our creators posted over 435 videos. We got, about 500,000 views total, and it drove over 30% of our sales to our Shopify store. So we had roughly 20,000 in sales, and I paid our creators less than $4,000 for it. Wait, paid the creators? You haven't talked about that yet. You're right, I haven't. How do we incentivize the creators, and why would they do this? Because commission is not enough. So how? Oh, I love this part. We pay creators based on the amount of videos they've created. I incentivize them to create volume because I know that volume is the metric that will lead to what I just talked about. We use a tiered structure. If they post 30 videos a month, they get $250. If they post 60 videos in a month, they get $500. If they post 90 videos in a 30-day period, I will pay them $1,000 cash via PayPal. Not only that, but they get unlimited free product. I work with them every week on a Zoom call and train them on how to make better content. I support them in a Discord as well as a WhatsApp group, and they get 20% of any sale that uses their affiliate link. That is how we move customer acquisition cost from the front end of the sale to the back end of the sale. We only pay creators for the videos they make, and we only pay out based on sales that go through the affiliate link. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a second because it is a big brain thing. I was laughed at before this program started. I remember someone was like, oh, just trying to get rid of old customer acquisition cost, huh? Good luck, buddy. And dude, I'm laughing all the way to the bank. It can work if done correctly. I have a document that I've put together that includes all of this information plus more. It has questions and answers, frequently asked questions, and lays out all 3 phases of the program. The phase that we just discussed was phase 1, and there are 2 additional phases that you can implement to increase the amount of leverage that you have with this program. This program is all about creating assets for your brand. This program is about getting reach in an unconventional way while customer acquisition costs are rising. This program is about working with people and creating content. If you don't give this program your attention, your focus, and put someone in charge of it, it will not work. This program focuses mainly on people skills, people management, people support. If you are not good with people, this is not a program for you. If you are good with people, if you have a product that can work for this, it can absolutely change the course of your business. Now, we are only about 75 days in. I've seen some incredible results, but I can tell you we have a lot of refining to do. I'm gonna continue to refine this program and continue to add to these documents so we can make it even better. If you wanna learn more, join me on the trainings where I go over this stuff. You can also revisit some of these things that I've talked about in great detail in our Circle community. And as always, my DMs on Instagram are open to you. Just reach out, let me know what I can help you with, and I will do my best to serve you.